Hello, my dear friend. Thank you for tuning in to this YouTube channel. My name is Teacher Shadrack, and I'm here because I would like us to talk about the tool that is before you. It is a Microsoft Excel workbook, but its usefulness is so great because of what it is able to do. We are in a season where we are eagerly awaiting Mr. Ezekiel Machogu to release the 2022 Kcse examination results. I don't know how you feel about that, being either a teacher, a student, and so on. This video is purposely created to you who might be a dean of academics, who might be the IT guy in your school, or you might be involved in the analysis of the examination in your institution in one way or another. And if that is your capacity, then you cannot dare to leave this video unwatched from the beginning to the end of it, because we are going to make the analysis process become so enjoyable this time round. Right. So the tool that's before you is created using Microsoft Excel. That's a program that we all know about, very useful in analysis of data. And why I created this tool is to make the process very easy, because we normally, before we receive the final nominal roll for our candidates, we initially receive raw SMSs from the Kenya National Examination Council by sending an SMS with the index number of a desired candidate to 20076. So in that case, we normally use the messaging app on our phones. I believe we've been in that many times. So like in this case, if I want to check what's the performance of a particular student, I just go to my messaging app, I type 20076, the recipient, and then I indicate who is the candidate who I want to receive the results for. I'm just assuming that there are available results. So I type that as the candidate's number. If you want to distinguish the Kcse examination from KCPE, because at times they might be released too close together, you qualify it by adding a suffix Kcse like that, and then you tap send. However, I don't expect to find any result, because why? We as yet do not have any results available for the Kcse examination, but in about 1 or 2 days or a fraction of a second, you might hear our CS education racing and calling our attention to the release of the 2022 examination. So when we do that, what do we receive? We receive messages of this format. So these are previous messages for previous examinations and so on. You receive messages like that. So if you are the dean, or if you are a teacher who is interested in doing the analysis, that's what you are going to find in your phone. And then you wonder, how am I now going to make this information, these SMSs, how do we make them consumable? And many people struggle to read student by student what they scored in mathematics, in English, and so on. That's a waste of time, because we have this perfect tool to make our work very, very, very easy. Right. So let's get to the task ahead of us. The task ahead of us will require us now to get into a way of getting all these SMSs compiled together. Now, I don't know whether you have ever asked yourself how you can be able to transfer your SMSs. For example, you might have ever desired to create a backup for all your important SMSs. We have very good guys who have created apps that can be useful in creating backups to our SMSs. So in case you desire to do that, you can just get into your Play Store or whatever. If you have an Apple phone, you know where you normally go to. You search for those packages that can create backups for your SMSs. This time round, I don't want you to just look for any type of an SMS backup software. We have so many. You can see around here, I've got 1, I got 2, I got 3, and I was just doing trial and error to get some of the nice SMS backup apps that we normally have. So I went to my Play Store and then downloaded these apps. And guys, there is this one which has got this icon here. It works so well. You're going to find its link at the description of this video so that you can straight be able to get this application into your phone. It is so nice. So this is the one which I'm going to use. I'm going to tap it, see how it normally opens. Oh, I should tap it on my phone and not my computer. So you can see how it looks like, created by Gill Apps, okay? Right. What it is now trying to do is to get all my conversations, thousands and thousands and thousands of my conversations. It's trying to bring them on board here so that I can be able to access the ones which I want to back up. As it is trying to open, let me talk about this app a little bit. Why I chose this one and not any other is because it's able to create different formats of files for backup. Okay, so you can create text files, you can create PDF files, and so on. But the most important one which we are going to use today is that this app can also be able to back up your message in a form that we call CSV, comma separated value format files. These are a type of a file which is very well consumable with Microsoft Excel. Actually, it's designed to be opened by Microsoft Excel application. So therefore, our task will become so simplified when we have this application. The other thing is that there are those other SMS backup programs that you are going to find around, and okay, I'm just first removing my other messages so that you don't read them. There are times when you would like to address a particular conversation or a particular thread. Like now, my interest now, you saw there is the list of all my conversations. Okay, here they are, just as they appear in the messaging app. And then a particular thread that you are interested in, when you type it, then you are able to see what are those messages that are contained therein. So just like the way we view messages in the messaging app, that's how we are viewing them here. Okay, so now point 1 to note, we might be doing the task with the several teachers engaged. We might have teacher 1, teacher 2. Teacher 1 is doing from index 001 to 0050 to 050. The other one 051, up to 100, and so on and so on. So those teachers will require to first download this application for free from Play Store. Okay, then my phone has got so many messages for previous years, for the year 2021 and so on, right? So I'm going to use the same application here to try to get those SMSs that belong to the year 2021 group, and then another year, assuming that we are 2 teachers. All right, so let me try to see whether we shall get the messages for year 2020. I don't know whether I still have those messages, but I can just try to scroll. Do I need to scroll? Not really. At the bottom left corner here, there is this icon which I'm going to tap on my phone. Okay, this icon here, I believe you can see that. I tap it, and there are those 3 options. I don't want to select all the messages. I want to select by date. I want to select by what? By date. And there must have been an examination that was released in the year, say, 2020. So let me, I can't remember the exact date, but let me just change my date here now to indicate year 2020, say for example, if I want all the messages from this 20076 beginning from January all the way to its December, all the way to December 31st, all the way to December 31st, I just need to scroll through the calendar. I type the two dates. Up at the top here, you can see the beginning date is January 1st, and then end date is 31st, 2020. Then I tell the computer, my phone, to select this range, and then I click on OK. So if there could be those messages, unfortunately, it's like we do not. Do we have? Let me scrolling. I'm scrolling to see why there are no messages for that particular period. I have got so many guys here. Oh, I don't know what date was this now. The problem is that we have so many candidates in my phone. Okay, so what can I do? There is still an option. I can still choose deselect all, and then I try a different range of date. I will choose June. No, when is it talking about? Let me pick the date that it is recommending here, 18th of November up to say February 29th. Let me see whether there is anything within that range. Okay, so in that range you can see there I'll check. This is what I was waiting for. I wanted to first capture those messages that we received within that range. So I select by date, and then you can see I specify 18th all the way to 18th November all the way to say February 29th. There are messages there, and then I click OK. So assuming what I wanted to us to have in imagination is that this is teacher 1 who is doing that, okay, has selected the group of SMSs that he has been dealing with, she has been dealing with. Then what do we do? You choose backup. You choose backup. Okay. Then when you choose backup, the next item here will be from our application. You can see there are various formats of files, but I said the most important one that today we are going to deal with is CSV file, comma separated what? Values file. Then I tap it, and then I tap on next. I tap it, and then I tap on next. Guys, the application is so cool, does things very, very fast here. And then I choose share. Share is just like the way we share items from our phones, and you can see there are those available options in my phone. I want to, because this is a very light file, a very simple one, I'm going to choose receive a file via Bluetooth. Receive a file via Bluetooth. So this is the Bluetooth transfer. You can see in the background we have got my phone application. Then I tap Bluetooth icon. Bluetooth icon is what I have tapped. I had not turned it on. I turn it on. Okay. Then I'm able now to see the list of okay, I don't know why it's not appearing on my computer, but on my phone, it's already showing the different items, I mean the different devices which I have ever Bluetoothed with. So I want this one. Choose the name of the computer. Then the computer is there, eagerly waiting to receive a file. And there we go. So the application will send two files. The application will send two files. So I want to browse so that I can choose where do I want to have this this information stored, these SMSs. Now we are backing up the SMSs. Where do I want them to be backed up in? So in my place, I'm choosing my place, the folder, and then in this folder I can choose to create a new folder, call it phone 1, and then I pick it like that. Select the folder that you have just created. This is the location where I want to store the files, and then I choose OK, and then I say finish. That's teacher 1. Teacher 2. Teacher 2 will do what? The same thing. So now we assume that the teacher 2 now is also doing the same exercise. So goes to 20076, the thread, and then at the bottom left corner taps the select date, the select by date icon down there, and then this teacher chooses the range of dates. Chooses the messages that they have been dealing with. Of course, it will be that particular day when there's the examination results will be declared. That's the day when we are going to select at. So when was 2022 released? 2022, the 2021 results were released around April, if I'm not very wrong. So I'll choose dates between March and then 30th of April. I select and then OK. Select and then OK. There are messages once again. Tap back up at the bottom, and then this teacher does what? Tap CSV file and then next. Okay, simple. Then does share. There is the share button. Share. The different sharing platforms are here. Bluetooth. Okay, Bluetooth once more, and then the device receiving is that device. Unfortunately, I have not opened this device, and that's why you are seeing a message not sent, because I have not activated from my device. I have not told it to receive a file. So once again, I choose once more, and then Bluetooth share, and then the device, that device, right? The device is receiving. Good. And then where do we put the second set of backup or SMSs into? This PC, where? The place, okay, the folder. You must know the folder that you did what? You created, right? So make a new folder and then choose, create a new folder for the second teacher, call it Font 2. Font 2. Remember, this is a process which you will have prepared yourself, probably in advance, creating the place where you are going to store messages from teacher 1, messages from teacher 2. Imagine, the phone's business is now over. The phone's business is now over. We have consolidated together all the messages from our teachers, So once we have done that, we open now the Kcse Auto Full, let it be ready, and then we go to the location where we have saved our SMSs. So right now I am in my File Explorer window. I can see the folder Phone 1 and the folder Phone 2. So I've got the messages from Teacher 1. And because I'm going to open these files simultaneously, I need to rename one of them. I will call this one, the initial one. I just right click and then choose rename and then call it Teacher 1 at the end. I can even rename the whole thing and call it just a unique name so that the two files are distinguished from each other. I can be opening it as I go to Font 2 folder, and then I call this file Teacher 2. That is when we are doing it, a pair of teachers, 3 teachers are handling the same things together. So I again open the file Teacher 2. So we have Teacher 1 is open, you see it, and then Teacher 2 is on the way, coming is here. Teacher 2, you can see it, and then Teacher 1 is here. So what's the idea? The idea is now to copy what we have received from Teacher 2. Like now, I am in Teacher 2. So I'm going to highlight, I ignore the headings, right? The headings are up to, where we have name, phone, content, date, vote, like that. I want to ignore all that. And then I want to highlight downward now, downward, downward. Now you highlight the whole text, everything there is there. You highlight it carefully, 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 carefully until the bottom, at the bottom, up to, there is a message down there which is useless, but let me also include it. Then after highlighting, guys, you go to home ribbon and then you click on copy icon. Those who know shortcut, Control-C does that. Control-C does that, or home ribbon, copy. And then you see like matching hyphens around what you have copied. Then what am I interested in? Teacher 1. Teacher 1, go to the bottom. Guys, don't make a mistake here. Go to the bottom. Go to the bottom. We want to append what we have copied into our teacher 1 records. What teacher 1 did. These are messages from teacher 1. So I'm going to the bottom of it completely, at the bottom. Hey, there are many. And here we are. So we do what, guys? Paste. We paste. We simply paste. Okay. So the two files now being merged. The next item is to organize our SMSs. Where are the SMSs? There they are. All of them. This is what I sent. I sent this to Kcse, to 20076. 20076 responded, gave me this. Okay. Me sent this, and then 20076 responded, and so on. So what is our interest? Our idea is that we want to only retain what 20076 gave us. All right. So to achieve that, it's gonna be very, very easy. So we go to the top of our list, the top of our messages, where we've got row 2 showing name, phone, content, date, MSS, whatever, and then highlight downward to the end. Just highlight downward. Some little patience here. Some little patience as we highlight all these messages. I know there are guys who can do it very, very fast, highlighting. Yeah? Some of us could have been through now, but you see, we have to bear with the newcomers who may not be able to highlight as fast as we can. Okay, we highlight the whole table just like the way I have done. Okay, what for? Important, most important, this list has to be sorted, organized, arranged in a particular sequence. We are going to go to data menu, and then when we are in data menu, choose sort. We are going to choose sort there, then sort by what? We want to sort by this column where we want only to have messages from 20076. So the idea of sorting is so that we can have all the responses from 20076 being put together. So what's the name of that column? Phone. You will only see name, phone, content appearing in this drop-down list if my data has headers option being set true, with a check like that, with a tick like that. So phone. Okay. And then I click OK. Very beautiful. Aren't they there? These are the messages from 20076. You see them? Aren't they? They are here, isn't it? They are here. Good. So if they are here, then it means our work now becomes very, very easy. They have been consolidated together. My school is a very large school, mega school. Remember, this is an exercise which we have done. 2 of us, 3 of us, 20 of us. We have shared our SMSs, and this is what we are now. We have put it together. We have put the SMSs together. Now, we are just highlighting. I am sorry, I did not tell you what I am doing. What I am doing at this time, I have highlighted all the other rows that have got nonsense that we do not need. So how do you highlight all the other rows? You see, like now in my case, they begin from 485. You hold down, you do selection from here along the rows so that you highlight all the other rows that you do not need. And then you do what? Delete the data. We don't need it. We only needed the responses from 20076. What else don't we need? We also don't need these columns. Now, this column is unnecessary now. We don't need it. Column of name, we don't need it. We don't need the date column. Okay, there are dates, by the way, when we received these SMSs, and we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need any other column. We only need the column which shows the content of the messages that we received from 20076. Now, removing everything else that is redundant or irrelevant, like now, these 3-4 rows there, they are irrelevant. So I highlight the 4 rows and I delete them. You scroll through your list slowly and sure, and you scroll. When you find an irrelevant message like this, dear customer, you have insufficient airtime, clean it up. Right click, choose, delete. Where are we right clicking? On the row address. The row address, which is like 130, 120, 3, 4, anything like that. You get that? Very beautiful. Moving on so well, dear customer, whatever else. Okay. All right. Those may not affect our analysis anyway. But what may affect our analysis, assuming that at one point you had done double. You made a double request. So you also need to remove everything that we call duplicate. Everything that we call duplicate. Where do we remove duplicates at? On data. On data menu in Excel, you remove duplicates by clicking this button. And then where are you removing duplicates from? We are removing duplicates from column A. And then are there duplicates? 7 duplicate values found. So what it means is that I had made 7 duplicate requests for, one student appearing twice and so on. Okay. So our list is very, very clean. It has been a process, I tell you. But now our list is perfectly clean. Because I don't want to lose my messages. I need just to update the file by saving it. And then I just retain the format the way it is. So the next item, guys, and this is very critical, we need to highlight our SMSs. Most of us might be working with a squeezed column A. Column A is where our messages are in. So if you need, you want to avoid making mistakes or messing up, you better widen column A to where the widest SMS is reaching. So that the next step will now be highlighting all the messages. What I have done is pressing Ctrl A. Again, when there is nothing highlighted, you can press Ctrl A to highlight everything that you have interest in. Notice there is no heading. We don't have anything else apart from plain messages. So what for? I go to home ribbon and I said you copy. Those who know Ctrl C will do that. And then after copying, see then our Kcse auto tool is already on. All right, it is already on. How many pages does it have? It has 2 worksheets, instructions, and then it has got row SMSs. We go to row SMSs. That's our interest. Okay, and because we have already copied something, we paste it there. Oh, good. These are our SMSs from the first one to the last one. Oh, good. They are here. All right. And then the next item, go back again to instructions. Go back again to instructions. And then you can see my institutions. Faulu Demo High School has got 469 candidates. That's actually what we have in this list here. 469. The students are spread up to row 469. So let's analyze them. Hakuna biashara ingine imebaki hapa. So click here to process the analysis is the next item that we are going to click. Hello, We have found 469 records in the raw SMS's worksheet. Would you like to process these records? Oh yes, I cannot wait to see the results. Oh, just do it and do it well. Guys, things are happening. You can see things are happening in the background. We are just praying very hard that things gonna work so fine. 469 records are quite many. Our school is large. How many schools are like my school here? Oh, good. Faulu High School, finally. Faulu High School. Bravo, bravo, bravo. The task has been completed successfully. Thanks for supporting. That is it. Then in case you have got any question, that's my number. You make any query, I'll respond to it right away. Thank you very much. So what do we have? The original instructions, raw SMSs, where we pasted our SMSs. Then we have got 1, 2, 3 additional worksheets automatically. Extracted tabular. Our list is organized into columns. A column for index number, a column for name, a column for total points, a column for mini grade, a column for English, a column for Kiswahili, and all the subjects that are done in your school. They are appearing there. They are all appearing there. Okay? In case they will not appear there, let me know. It's just something very little that we might have missed out somewhere in the labeling of the subjects. Very good. That's sheet 1, the additional of the first sheet that has been added. Extracted tabular. Sorted points. Who was first? Who was second? Their positions. Okay. And their total points. The sorting is done by the total points per candidate. So you can see them from the first student down. From the first student to the last student, 469, you can see them. The list is sorted there. And subject analysis. Wow. This is where many teachers will run to. I want to know the performance of my subject. And they come to here and they are going to find an answer ready, waiting for them. That English, there is that. Kiswahili, there is that. And they will be happy saying that at least our analysis has been done very, very fast. How much time have I taken to explain all this? Imagine you'll take shorter time because you will not be explaining to nobody. You'll just be there working. So watch this video over and over again. Prepare yourself. Get the demo version. In case you want to contact me one-on-one, get to my WhatsApp. Then ask for the demo version. Ask any question that you might be having. And that is it, guys. The tool is working so well. How much do we pay for all this kind of work? Not more than 499 Kenya shillings. If you want to pay in dollars, you pay $5 and that will be done. Is it $5? Yes, I say $5 will be sufficient for all this work that we have done. Kenya shillings 499, guys. So in case you like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. In case you also like it, let your friend know about it. In case you also like it, put a like under this video. For more information, keep checking the description underneath this video. This is Teacher Shadrack saying, may you stay safe and blessed. See you. We wish you great success as we await our results for the 2022 candidates. God bless you. Amen.